Well, here I am. I'm telling everybody I'm black man, so my phone made me a black man. Look at me. I'm all black now. I'm a black man. I'm a white black man. Man, if I would have known this when I was younger, there was this one black chick, man. She was cool looking. Oh, man. Lucky I didn't know it. Lucky I didn't know it. Because I was a black man. She was a black white girl. Ooh, man. She was good looking, too. Well, anyways, that didn't happen. She was Italiano, too. Got black in her. Like me. Real horny. Yeah. For women, that is. I'm not horny for men. I don't want nothing to do with men. I learned my lesson when I was a little kid. 8 quarters. That story's in there somewhere. See, you got to listen to that one. The history of your uncle. Yeah, everything. I told it all, man. I don't hold nothing back. And there's still more to come, people. And my relatives and whoever watches this. Because I'm the white black man. Yeah, God made me a black man. And I got Arab in me. I am a Sicilian. Sicilians were the drop off in the middle of the Mediterranean where everybody's going to get spices from China and China was going to get industry from the Europeans. Big back and forth, and they all stopped in Sicily. And what were they? Sicily had trade. What were all them horny sailors looking for? And a lot of Sicilians were prostitutes. That's how they made money. Good money, too, because they paid in gold. Yep. So I got a prostitute background. Sicilians. All of them. You're all a bunch of niggers. Sicilians. You're from North Africa. Most of you are. Maybe there's a few with DNA doesn't match up, but most of Sicilians are Arabs, and they come from North Africa. And Muslim religion from 900 to 1100 AD. Fact. Anybody can tell you. You go to AI, they'll tell you the whole world. Sicilians have a black connection. And that's what I am. I'm a black. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because my brother went to Africa and fought Kirk Sine, who was the all-African champion. And if you knock out the champion, you're the champion. But know what they did? My brother went over there and blasted him for 5 rounds. He hit the face. He hit the floor face first. Wham! Out cold, man. My brother beat the African champion. What did they do? Oh, they gave him a little spiel on the African magazine. Then they shoved everything under the rug and hid the film. Nobody in America. No one saw that fight. That was one of the best fights, middleweight fights in the world. And nobody saw it. It was put underneath the mat. Somebody bought it. Somebody bought the rights to it. And it's being shown somewhere else in the world of 10 billion people. Who knows where it's being shown. But man, that was a ferocious fight. The Irish Mike Nixon came out. Not knowing that he was also Italian Sicilian and he's got Negro in him. Now, if they don't know that, they would have made him champion. They put it on the rug because they want a white boy taking over the African title. And they shipped my brother out and they never asked him back. No rematch. My brother flattened him in 5 rounds, out cold. Out cold on the ground. And then they took pictures of him as he's getting up. And he's shaking his head, getting up. He's, oh my goodness, what the heck? Who is this guy? Oh my goodness. This is the African champion. Can't go 5 rounds with my brother. Before he hit the mat face first. Who wants to see that fight? Everybody would want to see that fight. Even if it was old, they'd want to see a fight like that. American battleship goes over with both barrels, blasting the African champion until he hits the floor in the 5th. Out cold, man, and dizzy when he got back up. And they never asked for a rematch, for sure. I don't know if the guy got a title shot or not after that one. Because he was the next step was a title shot. He got my brother because they had to have somebody that was up in the upper 10 that they could beat. So they show that he was worthy of trying to fight for the title. Well, if they would have hired my brother, because if he would have won, he would have been the African champion. He would have built a house there. And he would have fought for Africa. And too bad, Africa. You missed out because you were prejudiced. He didn't want the white boy to come in, the Irish boy, to come in and be the title holder for the middleweight, African middleweight champion. Boxing champion, that is. Yeah, big story. Who would research it? Who's got the money? If you got the money, you can research it. And man, I'm telling you, there's a fortune waiting for you. Because that everybody wants to see that film. All 10 billion people would like to see that film. Because that was a great fight. That was one of the best middleweight fights ever fought in the ring. And who grabbed it? Hoodwinkers. Hoodwinkers grabbed it. Somebody's got that film. It's over in Africa somewhere, people. And if you got any money, go get it for us, will you? So we can all see the American battleship Mike Nixon knock out the African champion, and it's shoved under the rug because they don't want a white man in there as the champion. Yeah, we got hoodwinked, people. And that's the way it happens in the fight game. Money makes money, and bullshit walks. And that's what they thought my brother was, bullshit. He'll never know. They give him a little spiel in the African magazine, 4 pages. Kurt Stein on his knees bowing to him after he knocked him out cold, you know. Wham! 5 rounds, the paper said. 5 rounds, the Nixon battleship came out with both barrels. And it didn't stop until the middle of the 5th when the African champion hit the mat face first. Wham! My brother was a champion. They stole it from him. They stole it from him. You knock out the champion, you're the champion. Title fight or not. That's what I'm talking about, injustice. Now my poor brother, he's there. Somebody hit him over there with a tire iron. He's penniless. And he's the champion. And if he would have got that African champion, he would have had a middleweight title fight. Oh, there you go. Now he's on the street somewhere looking for a house. Somebody hit him over the head with a crowbar because it was a black man. You know, my brother drove up. My brother's on the phone. He said, hey, boy, get off that phone. I want to use it. My brother says, looks at me. So the guy goes, what are you looking at? And Mike goes, a nigger. And this guy went wild on him, came running at him. My brother gave him one. Wham! Knocked him out cold. Picked him up like a sack of potatoes, throw him back in his truck. This guy was big as Sonny Liston. My brother's a heavyweight, too. You know, he was like 225 when this happened, you know. Sonny Liston, he said, it looked just like Sonny Liston. Got out of the car. He was a merchant marine that came out. And so my brother knocked him out and put him in his truck, and he came through. And my brother's on the phone because he's been drinking, you know, he's on the phone with his back to him. And this guy grabs a tire iron and sneaks up on him and wham over the head. And he was in control after that because he started beating my brother. My brother's going, any officer would be out cold, and the guy would have beat him to death, you know. But he had his arm up and he was blocking everything. So what are you trying to do, kill me? What the heck? What's the matter with you? And this guy was going batty because my brother called him a nigger. My brother's a nigger. Why can't a nigger call a nigger a nigger? In the United States of America. I'm a nigger. I'm proud of it, too. I'm a nigger. A nigger. How do you like that, niggers? I'm a white nigger and I got more balls than you do. You know, cowed away from being called a nigger. You bunch of wimps. Somebody calls you a nigger, you say, you bet I am. I'm a Watch all, nigger. I forgive and forget. I don't go around with a crowbar beating people on the head because they use the word nigger. That word has got to be neutralized because it's going to cause a genocide in the United States, because the word nigger is going to be a crowbar over somebody's head. Believe me, I know, because I saw it happen. I saw it happen. It happened to a white man who was black, and the other nigger didn't know it. Because I've been together with niggers, man. I'm a brother. I get together when it ain't nigger, what's happening when people that know me, I tell them I'm a nigger, People know I'm a nigger. They say, nigger, what's happened to you, man? What you been doing lately? How's your wife and everything? Hey, man, it's good to see you, nigger. It's good to see you too, nigger. That's the way we are. But if a white man comes in and says, nigger, look out, genocide in the United States of America, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Everybody will be living in caves. Yep, there'll be chaos all over America, and mothers will be killing daughters, and daughters will be killing fathers, and brothers will keep killing sisters, and their whole family and everything. Look what happened in Africa. What was it, Nigeria or something like that? Where was it? Rwanda? I don't know where the genocide happened. I heard about it. Everybody's killing everybody. The woman that was telling about it says, I came home and my best friend was killing my whole family. Why? Because the devil takes over, people. Well, you don't give 2 cents to Jesus. You don't give 2 cents to God, His Son, Jesus. Your orbit isn't around the sun. Your orbit is around pornography or something, or money, or greed, or whatever your sin is. You don't give God 2 cents a year. Oh, here I am as a black man preaching. Well, you like me better as a black man preaching, or you like me as a white man preaching? I'm back, people. Here's proof of it. Look at me. I'm going to change back to white pretty soon. God's in control of me. I gave it all to Him. The surrender novena. Do the surrender novena of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Hang it in your house. God says if you hang it in my house, I'll bless the whole place. Everybody that enters will be blessed. Get that Sacred Heart, people. Pin it up in your doorway somewhere. Over your bed. If you're in a hospital, put it over your bed. Save the whole hospital. God's in control. He is in control, people. You might not think it. He's humble. He has humility. See this cross? See this cross? You know how I found it? I found it on a basement floor, face down, face down. In other words, it wasn't facing up, it was facing down. And I heard it call me. Billy, you wear this? God asking me to wear. In His humility, He asked me with the cross facing down. His humility. Would you wear this, Billy? If you do, I'll bless everything you do. It's been there. I went through COVID with it. I went through COVID with the promise from the Blessed Mother that I won't be harmed. I had COVID. I still have long COVID. I've been a whole year. We're looking to see what the repercussions are, but so far, I'm getting better. So far. I'm praying to some certain. I'm praying to Padre Pio and Saint Faustina for my lungs. My lungs. I don't know why God gave me pneumonia for a whole year. Maybe it's because he wanted my voice to be low when I was talking to people. And I was a black man. You gotta have a black voice, man. Things gotta be cool. You gotta be with the beat, man. What's the beat? Hey, man. What's the beat? What's the beat, man? What's the beat? Beat? The beat is Jesus Christ crucified, died, and buried. Now he's the king. That's the beat, man. Are you with the beat? Keep the beat, beat. Keep the beat, beat. Keep the beat. Keep the beat, beat. Keep the beat, beat. Oh, I want to feel like singing now. I'll put the sound pause. I'll come back.